Good morning, beautiful people. How is everyone today? It is Friday. I know a lot of people are looking forward to Memorial Weekend. Got that 3-day weekend. Hopefully everybody has some fun plans. Just want to advise everybody, please be safe out there. As you know, it is a weekend where everybody's going to be letting loose. Probably a lot of alcohol consumption. So there might be some folks on the road that shouldn't be. So just keep yourself and your family safe. But with that said, I wanted to go ahead and kick us off with the 5 pillars to prosperity. And we are on the pillar number 4 today, which has to do with fitness and health. So just to dive right in, I'm not going to go crazy deep on this. There's a lot that can be covered. But I did want to just touch on some of the basics, some of the easy things that we can be doing to ensure that we have good health. And, a lot of that can be done through just making, wise choices and through fitness. So, for instance, and we had talked about this within routines, is making sure that you're scheduling the time within your day to actually be able to get some type of exercise. And, a lot of people think that you have to do, strenuous, things like working out with weights or going on, runs or jogs, even bicycling, which is, the form that I choose. But there is a country out there, and I just cannot remember the name of it, that has the highest mortality rate and highest age of life. And their average age of life for their citizenry is, if I remember correctly, 86 years old, which is definitely pretty high. And not only that, is they are a very healthy group. And one of the main things that they're attributed to is their diet. So they eat a lot of fruits and vegetables, and then they do eat meat, but they make sure that they are watching their portion sizes on the meat that they do eat, and they do eat a lot of fish as well. But really, it was kind of 2 main things when you looked at the studies that were done on why their citizens have such a healthy life and longevity. Is, number one, it was their diet, like we just talked about, and they don't eat a lot of processed foods either. So when they're eating, it's things that, usually they actually are growing themselves, and it's all stuff that is being cooked, and prepared freshly. It's not things that are out of a box. They're not eating fast food, not going to restaurants, so to say, that, usually has a lot of, fatty oils and things of that nature that are being used. But number 2, what I found really interesting, that was a huge contributor to the longevity of life for them, was that it was through activity, or you can say, exercise, but they considered it just being active. And one of the things that their society did regularly was garden. So it was kind of like a, kill 2 birds with 1 stone type of metaphor, right? So they would garden out, about an hour a day is typically what they would do. And they're growing their own food at the same time. So not only are they staying active, which I don't know if you've gardened, but I love gardening. That's actually one of my, favorite things to do as well. And on top of that, you get the benefits of growing what you want to grow, making sure that you know what is in your soils and what's going to ultimately, be produced. And, if you're growing a bunch of fruits and vegetables, then, obviously you're going to probably consume a lot more fruits and vegetables than you would normally, if you had to just, go buy those at the grocery store, because you might choose some other options. So just very simple things like, going out and gardening for an hour a day could definitely add a lot of health and vitality. And so just wanted to, make sure that I threw that out there. Even going on walks, I believe, was the second most contributing factor for them staying active. So along with the gardening, they were going on, you know, morning walks, or they were going on nice walks at night. And you know, nothing crazy, not, you know, huge brisk walks where, you know, they're overexerting themselves, just at a nice leisurely pace, you know, going for, you know, at least, you know, 2 to 3 miles when they were taking their walks. So, you know, typically that was about, you know, 30 to 45 minutes worth of a walk. Anyhow, wanted to share those things with you because I think sometimes, you know, we overthink it, and we might feel that, you know, it is extremely difficult to maintain our health and to, you know, stay fit, you know, but realistically, as long as, you know, we plan for that and we give ourselves time in our daily routines, I think we're going to find that it's actually not that difficult. Now, what we put into our body is going to play the most contributing factor on whether we're healthy or not, whether or not we're overweight. So pay attention to that. I will tell you that sugar consumption in any form is not your friend. So, you know, I've recently, you know, within the last, you know, 6 to 8 months, wanted to trim down, you know, myself and lose a little bit of weight. And so, you know, my Achilles heel was Pepsi soda. So I used to, you know, drink a lot more soda than I should. And I didn't fully eliminate that. So, you know, I'm all about, you know, trying to have a little bit of a balance, enjoy life, have things that you like, but in very moderation if it's not something that's really healthy for you. So, you know, like alcohol consumption, you know, can have a lot of calories. Those are, you know, dead calories, if you will. So, you know, if you are somebody who drinks, just, you know, do it in moderation. If somebody loves soda pop like I did, again, just scale that back. So for me, you know, it was pretty much like, okay, well, instead of eliminating that fully, I'm going to limit it to 1 day a week. And not only 1 day a week, I'm going to at most have 2 sodas, or what would be 24 ounces of soda. And that's still, that's a lot. But in all honesty, you know, Kelly and I, we love to go out to the movies, and that's kind of like our little guilty pleasure. And, you know, we'll get one of the large sodas to share, and then typically some popcorn, and that's kind of like my cheat day, if you will. So I do allow myself one cheat day. I'm not cheating throughout the whole day, but I do allow myself to have like a cheat meal, if you will. You know, whether that's, you know, during dinner or if that was at lunch. So just trying to be a little bit disciplined in what you consume, staying away from fast food for sure. So that's one area where I very, very rarely will go out and have fast food. That stuff is, for the most part, very bad for you. And just stick to home cooked meals, because again, you know exactly what's going to be going in your body, and you get to control the ingredients. So nothing, you know, that is extremely hard to do. But I'm not going to say that it's extremely easy to do either, right? So, you know, it might, depending on where you're at, it might require a little bit of life changes. It might require, you know, adding, you know, some of this within your routine. If you don't have a routine, then it's going to, you know, quite frankly, require you to start a routine. And then just be a little bit disciplined and be consistent, and you will see great results. Anyhow, y'all, with that, I'm going to just leave it there and be signing off. But I did want to let you know, if you found any value in this video that I produced for you today, please subscribe if you have not. Hit that like button. Don't be afraid to share the video with any friends or loved ones that might be able to find some value in this as well. And, you know, more than anything, I hope y'all have a blessed day. I hope y'all have a blessed and very fun weekend with your friends and family and loved ones. And please be safe out there. With that, peace.